Oh, do we have some dots to connect for you tonight? Executive orders, executive actions, gun control groups letting the cat out of the bag after the New York Times did it last week. We have been on this the entire time. We've had conversations around it, but now we've got a little bit more juice to talk about what's expected out of the Biden administration to further their executive fiats of tyranny, essentially. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one and send this one out because I have a funny feeling we're going to hear more about this very soon. Now, of course, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily, and we would love to have you along for the ride, and thank you for that consideration. All right, my brothers and sisters, do you remember about 4 days ago, we did a video from the New York Times article that was floating the idea, the trial balloon, that executive orders and reclassifying who's a gun dealer and who's not a gun dealer, and if you make a profit, then you're then all of a sudden a gun dealer, and you're subject to all these different infringements around your banking records and your rent and lease agreements. You know, all of those things. We said it was a trial balloon. Well, here's Giffords.org saying, yeah, it wasn't a trial balloon. It's actually going to happen. In fact, they linked the exact same article. Check this out. Gabby Giffords' gun control group cheers looming Biden administration executive gun controls. Now, if you've been with us on this channel, for about 2.5 years, we've said and consistently maintained that the only action that they can take is through the executive branch. That's the only way they can do it. Executive orders, executive actions, and utilizing the ATF and the DOJ in a weaponized fashion against gun owners. That's the only way they could do it because they didn't have the Senate, they didn't have Congress, and now it's even gotten harder for them. They're doing more of it. Now, the good news is they're getting smoked across the board in the court system as their pistol brace rule and their ghost gun legislation or rule keeps on going through the system. But they're doing it some more because these people are zealots. Anyway, let's keep going. Let me show you what they're looking into here. Gabby Giffords' gun control group, Giffords, is cheering executive gun controls expected to come from the Biden administration soon. Breitbart News reported on August 1 that Senator Richard Blumenthal, Democrat, Connecticut, urged the Biden administration to seize on the bipartisan Safer Communities Act as a means by which to enact further gun controls executively. Under the terms of the act, the Biden administration is expected to take action to expand background checks. Yeah, how are they going to do that? Yeah, this is how they're going to do it. Again, nothing happens in a vacuum. When the New York Times puts out an article and we do a video on it, there's a reason. This is the reason. The New York Times reported that the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act contained a provision that allows an expansion of background checks via a reclassification of what constitutes a firearms dealer. This provision would shift the definition of firearms dealer so as to include not only those who make their livelihood selling guns, but anyone who earns a profit from selling firearms as well. Now, that's almost word for word from the New York Times article that we pitched right here on this channel and started sounding the alarm around because when they do this, they are a hive mind. There's nothing that happens in a vacuum. The New York Times started the little trial balloon and Giffords took it, and now the senators on the Democratic side for gun control are seizing upon John Cornyn's Safer Communities Act. This is what's going down. Check this out. This is a tweet from Giffords. Democrats have sought expanded background checks for decades, and Giffords cheered the news of the Biden administration's pending action. From Giffords.org. Every gun sale should require a background check. Thanks to @POTUS, we're almost there. For years, we've pushed for the government to require more gun sellers to become licensed dealers and conduct background checks. ATF is expected to act any day now, and there's the exact article that we covered the morning it was released. These people are as easy to read as a blue sky in the daytime. It is easy as can be. I don't know why I said blue sky in the daytime, but you know what? It works. It's blue. Let's keep going. Expanded background checks lead to a gun registry, and as are not enforceable without such a registry. Representative Andrew Clyde, Republican of Georgia, spoke with Breitbart News about the anticipated executive action and noted that, ironically, the Firearm Owners Protection Act of 1986 prohibits the creation of a gun registry, because that is exactly what they're creating. When you have the ability to track any single individual gun sale peer-to-peer, you need to know the serials for the background check. You know who had it, you know who has it now. That is a registry. It's that simple. Now, Representative Clyde was the same guy who put forward the the resolution to revoke the Congressional Review Act for the pistol brace rule as well. So he's putting some bona fides in there for the gun rights side. But this is what they're doing. Make no mistake. Make sure your subscribe button is actually on, because you know how that can accidentally go away. You like these videos and you stay tuned, because this is going to drop, and when it does, we will be on it like white on rice. Let's go with that. It's better than blue on sky anyway. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.